go into the other side when you go to sleep at night without making preparations. When you go with a thought in mind. Go with actions that you want to take from the highest source. Qualify by asking for it and showing that you have enough sense to know that there are certain numbers you can dial while in your sleep, meaning by that you can go places. But understand your vehicle of transportation is your soul. It's still locked into the body. That's why you come back. So when you can use that, they used to have soul armies. They used to fight the Tugaluski, which the British found out about and so, and magic is based on. We can do anything we want with melanin if we wake up, that when we're going to wake up, we're really going to sleep. And when we're going to sleep, we're really waking up because we're souls trapped in a body that forgot that we're not the body, but the soul. The soul is here for an experience. Each time it leaves at night so you can clean up that body. And, of course, you need less sleep the more you keep a clean body. But if not, you got to get rid of all those poisons and toxins and all the defecation and all that. But while out there, you're now part of universal mind. And you can ask any question you want if you have enough faith. But if you don't have a faith, you're going to have to wait for a rabbi, a priest, well, I don't even want to name them. You got to ask for somebody else to go for you, a trip that you should make on your own, because otherwise you're always going to have doubt.
Okay. Let's get back to the question Brother Red Pill Pat had. What question were you going to ask him, Brother Red Pill?
I just wanted him to get into the ritual with these musicians. It seems that they're embracing the occult now, so I wanted to know if you had anything to add on to that.
Oh, boy. Oh, do I? Oh, how far do I venture? Let's just say this, that most of these A&R men work for big companies, and most of these big companies are controlled by dracons. What I call dracons, a superficial type of life here that has a higher vibration than we did, but was less in vibration than what our potency can be. So they must always control. How do they control these new crystal children being born, these wonderful souls that are coming in with all kind of psychic power, with all kind of consciousness and soul, that have the ability to transform this planet in 30 days' time if they can be let to mature and can tune into the planetary frequency. So what do? They give them all the things to hold them back. And I could probably make a lot of your audience very angry, but I'll simply say this. If you check through what I'm going to tell you, and check to, in fact, if you're here, I do whole workshops on all these new, what they call government names that are being given to most of the people that are in rap and hip-hop and the whole bit. Some of the best names there. If you notice when they just had the Emmy Awards, you had phenomena happening up there. First of all, you had, when the awards are being given, you had this woman, I forget her name, this woman that sings, she sings westerns and stuff. Nobody knew much about her until Kanye went up there and said, Beyonce has the best video out and so on and so forth again. Well, this is all staged. Pardon?
Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift. And she was actually the highest selling artist in '08 when I did the research on her. But on a country, she's a country singer.
Yeah, country western. Again, yeah.
And to show that I don't mean to cut you up, to show that it was a farce, 2 days prior to the awards, the sheet leaked. They had it on the internet with all the awards already. It's already predetermined who's going to win, and that sheet actually leaked. So.
Yeah, well, you see, all of that was her initiation into the Illuminati Society. That's all. And if you notice again, even to look at all these things again. You've got I have to get back now to my repertoire on hip hop and the repertoire and pop and all this kind of stuff. But if you notice again, most of these major artists now, they are part of the same syndicate. They have to be initiated into it. They were flashing the goat sign all over there. If you notice that little double-pointed Texas Longhorn, as your ex-president used to say, But that was the goat sign, Baphomet, the goat god. They all are part and parcel of it. They all have sold their souls, and, of course, they can get anything they want. They can be very rich. That's wonderful. But what does it say? What profiteth a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And unfortunately, their souls are gone. But if you notice that dance, now Beyonce is a good-looking woman. I make no thing. I'm a man. I like looking at Beyonce. But if you look at some of the things that they're doing, if you saw that dance, what do they call this? They got this song out now. If you wanted, you should have put a ring on it.
Single ladies dance that she was doing, yes.
There you go, single ladies. There you go. If you noticed on that show, that started off with one woman, Beyonce. It wound up with 50 sisters out there. I mean, and there were some beautiful women up there, all of them doing the hoochie mama dance. Okay? Now, every man's going to get that attention. but look at what they're vibrating to. I never thought I'd say Beyonce do a dance like that before. Yeah, she's sexy, and yes, but that was downright hoochie mama. That's what you see little Kim doing and stuff like that. And even she tried to get past. You can see what's happening. And in fact, there's some other things I won't say here, but you know, there's some other research I've done. You'd be amazed at the connection some of these people have. I was amazed to find it out. Hurt me to find it out, but let me know again. We're in those final days where we all have to make decisions. What do we sell? What is worth it? What is our soul? And that's about it.
Okay.
My question is, what is the power that this music has, though, sonically? What is the power? Because they're tapping into a very powerful source, and they're pushing the agenda, I feel, through the medium of music. So just for the listening audience, what is the power of the basically this music that they're putting out?
Well, melanin wants rhythm. Melanin is rhythm. Melanin goes with waves and sequences. It goes with troughs and troughs. It goes with crests and highs and lows. It follows a wavelength and vibrations. It loves cadence and beat because it measures the beat of the consciousness of the universal prime creator's mind. So when you have melanin, you want rhythm. You want order. You want synchronization. All those songs that they sing have a beat, and I mean a definite beat. Each one is in cadence with every cycle you can get into again. And that's captivating because that rhythm captivates the mind, because the brain it gets past, you see, our brain, well, here's another whole big deal again. We've got a lot of components to our brain. You've got the left brain, which is logical, orderly, and reasonable, and begins to check and balance. The right brain believes anything you tell it. And if you tell it 3 times in your own word, it's going to believe it. That's why a lot of these ministers will have you repeat, say this and this, and then they say, now say this, and they'll tell you, say this 3 times. By the 3rd time, you said it in your own voice, which means your right brain now believes it. It's a self-hypnosis. It's a way that I've used to be in hypnosis like mad. So I know how this thing works. So what happens now is they get all these under-trackings. And as you know, they can go 113 levels beneath under-tracking. You never find with this down there. But these things play on the right brain, which can go to any frequency that the universal creator can produce. And it gets past the logical thought and consciousness and reaches your subconscious. It programs you. It'll tell you one of the reasons for the crime rate going up is because these towers are up everywhere. And that's just a whole different. But the other thing is, anytime you are under a dome, whether it be a church, whether it be a stadium, whether it be a hip-hop concert, whether it be a symphony, whether it be a pop, whether it be a jazz concert, whether it be a movie simplex, if you have a dome on it, you can begin to create a distraction by focusing on the central figure, which is a band, a singer, a dancer, with your left brain, and then they can broadcast a wavelength very high through the air. Your right brain picks it up, and without the left brain giving consent, the right brain now believes it. You can do it, hypnotize a person to do almost anything you want to, just by, again, focusing and counter-focusing.
Okay.
Wow. Excellent.
Let's get this, once again, the caller number is 646-727-2039. We on the lines with Dr. Delbert Blair. Let's get to another caller. Caller from 323 area code. Yes, caller, are you there?
Yeah, what's going on, Brother Rich?
All right, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm West Coast, L.A. Dr. Blair, I listened to you a couple times on the front page throughout.
Oh, yeah, they stopped bringing me on front page now. Dominic didn't bring me on anymore.
Exactly, sir. I was wondering, could you elaborate on how you talked about how our DNA isn't supposed to be stranded, but it's supposed to be like a rope-like, and with the people that are going to inhabit the planet around 2012 and afterwards, would these people have that type of DNA?
Yes. The helixes within the DNA, those coiled springs, are beginning to multiply. You know, some of these geneticists and these, I don't even know what to call them. I don't like to even give them titles because I've lost respect for them. But these allopathic doctors now say we have junk DNA. The Creator did not make any junk, okay? That is broken strands of DNA with the helixes codified because they were working with people down here. We have lost sight of whom we are and the kind of bodies that are melanated and what they're capable of. You know, they can live on the surface, inside Earth, outside Earth, and can travel to other planets, just do what they call the Merkaba. But when you're now breaking those things, it shows that we've been worked. We're not the kind of super beings that we're supposed to be. But the restoration is coming with this new magnetic energy and this new